technique of the week. On this technique of the week, we're going to work off of what we call an upper or high wrist grab. It's a common wrist grab. When somebody startles you, you put your hands up and he'll grab your wrist because he wants to try to pull your hand down to punch you in the face. And this is where some of the genius of how they develop these techniques come into, because all I have to do is fold my elbow in towards Kevin's face and drop my elbow using fulcrum lever base principle, and it releases. But if you notice, if he were punching, he's going to punch my elbow, which will probably break his hand. It'll injure him more than it'll injure me. Okay? And this, the three different variations of this follow along how a kata kind of teaches us. The first one is a simple escape. He grabs my wrist, I simply step towards him, and I escape, and I'm out of it. The second one, when he grabs, what I want to do is I'm going to place my hand on top of his fingers. Okay? Or, as I like to do, I like to insert my thumb right by his pointer finger knuckle on large intestine 3, and then I try to wrap around against small intestine 3 by his pinky knuckle. And my elbow is dropping over heart point 6 right here to release his wrist. Now I have a bent elbow gooseneck or an S-lock using my elbow, and I simply drop, and I get a really nice reaction off of that. Okay? The final technique is as he grabs, we do what we call a cross trap or an X block trap. This comes off of your, anytime you do an X block. And all I'm going to do is I'm going to use my forearm, my wrist bone here, and I'm going to hit on triple warmer 5 right here on the back of the wrist. Triple warmer 5 is about 3 fingers from where his wrist bends, right here. I'm going to drop down on it, which is going to release his wrist. I'm going to follow through so that my hand comes here. Now if you look, I'm doing an X block. I'm going to use my leverage of my elbow down on his pinky to drop it. And that's a very, very effective technique off of this right here. So the first one, he grabs, I fold in, cheating by stepping on his foot, and I simply drop down. The second one, he grabs, I cover his hand, and I move in towards him, and I drop. And then the third one, as he grabs, I clip in, lock it in, and then drop on that pinky knuckle to drop him to the floor. So these would be 3 variations off of one grab that you could teach: an escape, a joint lock, and just a plain old wrist a joint break. And that is the technique of the week. If you enjoyed this technique of the week, please visit penacookkarate.com and subscribe. Also on penacookskoolkarate.com, you can also order all your nutritional supplements through bodybuilding.com and my affiliate page there, Quest Nutrition also. And you can order DVDs, t-shirts, and books through penacookkarate.com.